Okay, let's play the game of stupid fuck. Hi, I'm an American. I believe everything that's told to me. Because the AP said it. Let's get something straight. The AP. Okay, it writes all the news. You don't change the numbers. The only thing that you change is you can add a little bit of fluff here and there. I was talking to my friend Dave about this. That, you know, you don't change the numbers, you know, because that's the real story. Okay, this one has some interesting stuff in it. Let's see. Kitten loose on track. Stop New York City subway service. Listen, I was in New York City in the 80s, and I remember that there was a guy that was dying on the sidewalk, and people were stepping right over him. I got news for you. New York don't stop the fucking subway for a fucking couple of cats. Okay? Bullshit. Don't you guys get it? Maybe you do. They're setting things up. Things are getting ready to go bang. Do you understand? New York is absolutely being set up. It already got nailed once in Breezy Point. 9/11 was just the sound bell, if you will. It was the tone. It was setting the tone that the gates had crashed, and that was it. It was the beginning of the end. So that wasn't the first one. Okay? The Breezy Point that got burnt up. Remember, cars were burning 3 feet underwater. Remember all of that? Yeah, that's was the precursor. So let's see. It only took 2 kittens to stop the city subway on its tracks, and the power was cut to the B&Q and that blah 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 blah. They're furry felines. Here's the big talking point. One black and the other white with a gray stripe. So that's one pillar and there's another pillar. Okay? One black and the other with a gray stripe. I'm going to tell you something else too. Those are electrical wires. The black one is a ground, and the white one with the gray stripe could be a hot lead, or it could be a common. A common is the middle wire, kind of like a middle pillar. Okay, so this is absolutely coded. And then we look. About half the Q and B lines, entire service in Brooklyn, on the local express tracks for 90 minutes. So power was suspended for 90 minutes. It wasn't 75, or it wasn't an hour. It was 90. So you see, all they're doing is they're just basically informing you as they go along on how they're setting everything up and the electronics for this thing to go off. New York's a done deal. Absolutely, it's a done deal because it's Mystery Babylon. It's Mystery Babylon. Biblically, Babylon used to be the biggest city and the best and had the greatest warriors and all that. It got wiped out, and this is the next one. This is Mystery Babylon because the guy that was writing this, what he was seeing in his head, he didn't know what to call it. He didn't know what to call it New York, so he called it Mystery Babylon because it was the closest thing that he could have. This place is going down. Okay? And at the same time this is going on, all of that shit's going to be going on in the Middle East. So that's what's happening here. So I'm just telling you, just watch the signs. It's not hard to figure out. I mean, it's ludicrously funny at this point. One's black and the other one with a gray and white stripe. Do you really think anybody gives a fuck what color cats those were? You know, I know New Yorkers. They'd have taken those cats and they would have thrown them in front of the trains. New York is probably, with the exception of maybe downtown Qatar and Afghanistan and those places where they've been having bloodshed now, or South Africa in Johnstown or Johannesburg, it's probably the most violent place in the world as far as lack of morals. So yeah, the city isn't going to lose millions of dollars for a couple kitty cats. Okay? That would be like asking Hannibal Lecter to go on become a vegan. Okay? Remember the guy, Silence of the Lambs? He's going to give up eating people so he can become a vegan. That's about as ludicrous as that fucking comparison is. How they got there was a mystery. What? And running so close to the high voltage third rail. Oh. Oh. Or is that what you need? You need some angels to come in and start singing so that you guys get it? Those of you that get it, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the other dopes that happen to wander over here to my page. What do you want more? You want more angel songs? dopes. And there's your 7. You see your 7 here? 1 black, 1 white. Here's your 7. The 7 means completion of things. Okay? Then we got the 90. Then we got the 3rd electrified rail. There you go, your center pillar again. Tisk, tisk. Well, gotta go later.